The story started long ago. The first set of blueprints was a building that was sit in front of our existing gym in the parking lot. When we presented that to the church, the only negative feedback we got was, would we have to tear down our existing sanctuary? Well, due to the fact that that building had so many memories, well, for it to look nice, we would.
We actually had prophecy come forth in our church several years ago that this church would grow. And we just feel like we were at that time where the Lord was pouring out His Spirit and drawing people to Center First.
Vicki had mentioned that Terry wanted to talk to me about something. And I went to lunch and we were on the square and he pulled up and he said, "Hey, step in here and let's talk." And so over lunch, it was myself, my wife, Richard and Vicki, and Terry and Pam. He presented to me, he said, if I would buy that hospital, if I would donate it to the church, would the church be willing to move its facilities there? And I said, well, we could ask the church. I said, but what I'm worried about, we would have to start all over with new buildings, and I'm not so sure that we would have the adequate funds to start from the very beginning. And he says, well, if the church would approve that, I could help out in that area as well.
Terry told me also that he wanted to make sure that the majority of the people wanted to make this move, and that if it didn't pass by 85%, that he would rather us not do it.
We left the restaurant and we walked all over the property and just saw how great of an asset it could be.
Brother Wilson proceeded to bring it before the church and present it to them and ask them would they be interested, and the vote carried 99%, yes.
We think that it's important for a church to be warm and welcoming, because when you're looking for a church family, you're looking for more than just a place to spend worship. You're looking for people to fellowship with, commune with, and build relationships with. When people feel loved, they will come, they will support, and they will build, and they'll be a part of that family.
We're here to do God's will. We're here to move forward, to see souls saved. That's what it's all about. And I think Terry and Pam would be proud that it's finished and that it's ready to go forward and see what God's going to do. We're expecting great things.
Terry and Pam were aware of this community and all the people that they had been friends with, grown up with, and worked with. And this building is not just built for this generation, my generation, and not even my children's generation. This building will be here 100 years from now, if the Lord willing, and people's life will be touched. And it all come from a simple gift of Terry and Pam saying, if your church would be for this, we'd like to give you that land so y'all can build a church there. Terry and Pam Bailey were raised in this church, came here as children, met each other in this church. Their families are still actively involved in this church. Not only in this church, though, they were pillars of this community. We lost them tragically in February of 2017 in a helicopter crash. But their memory and what they've done for this community and for this church will always live on through this building. I don't believe that anybody will ever walk through this building and not think of the gift that Terry and Pam Bailey has blessed us with.